Hello everyone, and welcome to round 2 of Journeyman League Season 4. We're about to start qualifying in Portimão, the Portuguese Grand Prix.
Yep. And today you've got me and Eurus commentating this race due to Nuno's and Skip's absences. So we'll be seeing Gwetzley's first JL race after he missed the one last week. And also we'll be seeing Watkin Kader and Kiato and Smirnov and the other drivers from last week pull off this time. Kader was the winner of the JL race last time around. We also had Emma on the podium, but in fifth.
Yeah, Emma
not
is
racing.
missing unfortunately for this race.
Yeah,
So,
Emma's missing.
yeah,
So is Het and Zekis, who finished 4th and 6th. So that should get some drivers higher positions than last week, potentially.
Some other debuts as well. We've got this week Ikolowski is in for his first ever JL race, or his first JL race of the season. We've got also Zavi, a brand new driver, and it's Carmona filling in for Emma Box.
Looks like we also have Tolly, who hasn't raced last time around, and Osti Ghostin, also making their respective debuts.
That's right. Osti coming back from, I think, CL2 or 3 was the last time he raced with us.
yes, I believe that's right. He was in that almost the first batch of CL racers, but then he kind of disappeared and returned for JL Season 4. And there we go, Wesley with an amazing pole in his first race for JL.
And we've got the usual suspects, Kader and Kiato in 2nd and 3rd. Tomatoes up in 4th and Joe Porsche in 5th. Good qualifyings for them. Then we further down the order, Tolly and Smirnov draw for 6th position. Trixie, Osti Ghost in 9th. It's Toast will be starting 10th. Then Mr. Crunk, Ikolowski and Masca with next to each other. Fox, Carmona and Xavi will be starting from the back today.
Alright, it's an interesting grid for sure. We have Kader and Kiato in the podium spots right off the bat. Smirnov only manages 7th place, but we'll see how it goes in the actual race. Alright, let's see if everyone is ready. If everything is fine, it's going to be 22 laps. So we will see if anyone is going to go for a one-stopper. Alright.
Gwetzley, mute yourself in voice chat, if you don't mind. Oh, sorry.
Alright, we're gonna have a wet start, light rain, but it's fully wet. And off they go. Tomatoes looking for a move on Kader. Kiato also getting in front of him. And we've got Kiato up in 1st now. Tomatoes, Kader, Joe, Quetzley's dropped down to 5th. Oh, and Joe Porsche and Kader teammates go into the gravel there. They've lost some positions. Kiato is still leading the race. Tomatoes behind him, then Gwetzley. Then we've got a huge pack of cars here. Ikolowski, Kader, Joe, Tolly and Smirnov and Trixie's fallen off the back of that pack there. Ikolowski's hit a lot of grass. And looks like some of the drivers have managed to get away. Smirnov making his way up the grid after a disappointing qualifying. Last time around he got pole position.
Alright, so Wesley lost the pole position right at the start, but he managed to take it back here in lap 2 as the 3 top spots kind of ran away from the rest of the pack. So it'll be interesting to see. Tomatoes has kind of fallen back now, so it's down to Wesley and Cato in the lead right now. And the track is drying up, so we will see what kind of strategies people will go for as they inevitably pit.
Yep, probably best to pit on dry tires at the end of this lap. Considering it's sunny, the track will dry up by then.
Alright, and Smirnov managed to pull ahead into third place, so he's now challenging Gwetzli and maybe even Kiato. We'll have to see how his pace goes and if anything happens with Kiato. Will they pit?
Kiato doesn't pit, bold choice, Gwetzli into the pits, everyone behind him shuffling in.
Bold indeed. Some chaos in the pits. Actually seemed fine. Gwetzli picked up a penalty.
There
Yeah, that was interesting.
for shoving Smirnov off. He had a lead on him, but somehow Smirnov managed to stop that lead, so might have been something happening there. Osti gets forced off into the gravel.
Yeah, a couple other people did
It's-
not
it's
pit for dry tires, which is interesting. I don't think it's gonna pay off, but let's see. Kiato is pitting now. Where
Yeah, it's a
will...
very bold move. Oh, he
Oh,
managed to get ahead of the pack still. There they go, Smirnov, Kader and Gwetzli, and he will just be behind them, so he hasn't lost too much time. Joe joins the lobby, he's the reserve for Talento Rojo.
a bit
he's
too late, unfortunately.
Yeah, we have Xavi, who's in last right now.
Okay, so
reserving.
Kader is running away with it right now. Smirnov on the hards, on his tail, and Kiato on the softs, managing to at least catch up to Smirnov. So staying out was not that bad.
Yeah,
We'll have to
softs
see if it
a-
paid off.
Softs have a large pace difference compared to hards. And we also see Gwetzli's down the order now. He's switched onto hards. Ikolowski keeping a respectable 8 on the hards. And the rest of the hard drivers are at the back 4.
Yeah, Gwetzli has unfortunately fallen down to 7th place on the grid. Not sure what happened there, but he still has 16 laps to catch up. He is on the hards, so he might get some advantage there with the grip, and perhaps even one fewer pit stop compared to a lot of these people on the softs.
Yeah, we can't judge his strategy right now. The other drivers will probably have to pit for softs again before Gwetzli's hards even start to wear out. So
There's great battles going on either side of Gwetzli. This middle pack here, all the way from third down to 7th place, is just tight, rough, but also fairly clean.
Ooh, Tomatoes takes a big inside cut, big mistake, and Gwetzli hits the back of him, follows him into that mistake. Smirnov gets away as a result.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough battle as any one of these could be fighting for a podium.
Foley and Osti Ghosten, or no, sorry, Joe Porsche, also managed to catch up as a result, and now it's Tolly and Gwetzli next to each other. Smirnov a bit of a ways ahead, and we've got the usual Kader and Kiato in first and second right now. And Kiato going for an inside move, hits some grass foe, so Kader gets a faster exit. Bold move, almost worked out for Kiato there. Looks like they'll be battling for the race lead. Oh, looks like a bit of a rough hit into the gravel, but Kader comes out on top.
Yeah, it's worth noting that Kiato did pit one lap later, so he has slightly better tires, so he definitely has an advantage on this battle. And Kiato taking the lead here, and I think he's going to be able to keep it for now. Kader had quite an advantage over Kiato, but just kind of gave it away in the last few laps.
Smirnov and Gwetzli look to be catching up a bit as the soft drivers in front of them struggle with the tire wear.
Yeah, I believe Smirnov will probably do 1 or 2 extra laps and then pit for hards again, unless he wants to stretch it and maybe go for mediums or softs. Oh, I
Whoa, I
think he
think
was pushed.
Smirnov. Yeah, Smirnov got accidentally forced into the pits there by Kader. Unlucky, but he used the opportunity to pit onto softs to fight back.
That's very unfortunate. We see some other people pitting right now. Wesley is up into second. He will have to pit soon. Hopefully, he's not forced into pitting like Smirnov. That will definitely hurt Smirnov in the last few laps. Oh, I guess Smirnov went for the soft, so he will probably still pit again. And Wesley takes the lead. He led a lap right now.
Yep, well, I think because Smirnov was in the top of the pack on the hards, he pitted at the same time as Kader, so he shouldn't lose too much from this. He just had to switch his strategy around due to that accident. Ikalowski and Toli fighting for fifth, looks like. Tomatoes close behind him is on a faster compound on the mediums.
Oh,
And
wow.
further down the field.
I'm sorry.
Jones.
An amazing overtake by Kiato on the outside. And they're fighting really hard here, Kiato and Kader. And Smirnov, actually, even though he was forced to pit, he actually managed to stay quite close to Kiato and Kader, who are probably in the lead after Wesley pits.
Yeah.
Alright, so no rain for now.
They were 4 seconds behind roughly a lap ago. They're now 2.5 seconds behind Wesley. So you can see how much faster the softs are. Kader gets forced out onto the grass bit, so Kiato has an advantage now. Wesley pitting.
On the pack a bit, Toli and Tomatoes just side by side overtook Ikalowski, who made a mistake. He's now in the pits, but a double pass, too wide by Toli and Tomatoes. Really nice stuff.
Wesley will come out in fourth, so it looks like the top 4 are the ones that have gotten away from the rest of the pack. Tomatoes and Toli are the closest to them.
Kiato made a mistake and allowed Kader to get again side by side with him, and Smirnov is really trying hard to get into that slipstream. It's just inches away from it. That could make the battle quite interesting. He could end up taking the spoils if Kiato and Kader battle too hard. So we'll have to see how that goes. But for now, Kiato managed to get another gap.
As those soft tires pit one last time, it's possible. We're going to have a 4-way battle for the lead, probably.
Probably at that point, though, I think it'll be Warren Hards versus softs, and I think the softs might be able to catch back up and beat Wesley. So he'll have to really build up a gap after they pit to get the most.
Yeah, Wesley right now, he's about 6 seconds, 5-6 seconds behind the leader. So it's definitely possible. He will definitely get the lead when they pit, but it's not clear if he's going to be able to keep it. Maybe if they battle too hard.
Yeah,
but it's not over for him.
Kader's gone into the pits. Smirnov and Kiato are still out.
Kader going for the undercut. Kiato is definitely... Oh!
And we're gonna have a light rain. This will be interesting because you don't know with light rain.
That's unfortunate. And we had 2 disconnections. I did notice something weird in the minimap, so I guess it was them. That's unfortunate.
It looks like Trixie missed his pit box. Might have been pushed away from it.
Oh wow, Kiato arriving to the pits at the perfect time when the rain hit. And Smirnov pitting in second place. That's interesting. And they both went for inters.
Everyone going for the inters. Kader's going for the wets. He's hoping that this rain will start to get even heavier.
Yeah.
Very interesting. None of the JL drivers risking dry tires, even though the
Oh.
rain is ending now.
Oh,
And
that's really unlucky
Crunk,
for Kader.
Mr. Crunk is the only driver who has not pit for inter or wet tires. The wet tire drivers are definitely gonna lose out more from this, but considering everyone's except for Mr. Crunk pitted onto some sort of inter or
It would
wet
have been real
on
tough for
time.
him to pit. He's on brand new mediums, so good gamble for him there.
Yep,
Yeah,
Kader.
but
Oh, and
oh,
it's gonna be
Oh
heavy
no.
rain after
or
all,
maybe
so
not.
his gamble
Well,
might not
Kader,
work out after all.
yeah, though he's 2 seconds behind Wetzley, so it's not going to be easy, especially because he's only going to have an advantage in maybe the last 2 laps as the rain increases slowly. But he
Mr.
might still
Crunk,
salvage a podium.
Mr. Crunk's
Oh,
pitted onto the
Smirnov
wet side.
pitted for Wets. Interesting.
Smirnov pits for wets, loses the position to Kader and Gwetzley, and light rain is announced, so the rain's gonna decrease in heaviness and wetness.
Yeah.
And that means the Inters might just turn out to be king in the final 2 laps after all. Kiato's built up a lead of 5 seconds ahead of Guethli. If nothing goes wrong in these final 2 laps, it looks like he'll be your winner for the JL race in Portugal.
Yeah, outside the podium fight, we also have Tomatoes on the Inters, struggling to stay ahead of Toli, who is on wets, and Ikalowski not far behind as well. They'll surely be looking to poach that position. Oh, and
Oh,
again, the Sandoa,
we've
it will
got a
probably
lag
not be
storm,
enough. It will
and
not
we've got
dry
lag.
enough to matter at this point. And there's big
Another lag
a
storm.
big lag storm. That would be unfortunate to happen right at the end.
Very unfortunate, especially if we need a restart because, well, no, it's lap 21, so the results would be taken from the results screen. We only have
Yeah, and
4
it's gonna
drivers.
crash, sadly.
Yeah, only 4 drivers from Brandy's spectator view
The only
appear to
person
still
I
be
see
driving.
driving is Smirnov, but sorry, you're not gonna get the win like this.
Yeah, 21st lap, so we're gonna have to take the results from the results screen.
Well, actually, some people are still driving, so not everyone was disconnected. Yeah, we need to remind people not to rejoin the race. Smirnov actually finished the race. That's actually hilarious. Mr. Krunk is still
Oh,
driving.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
okay,
toast
so
as well. That's kind of
results are
funny.
results are going to be taken from the last lap when the race leader went across the finish line before the lag storm, the last lap.
So we have what was it? USA 2004. It's kind of the
I
same.
got disconnected.
Yes.
Yeah, so Kiato has won the Portuguese J Prix, and we've got, was it Gwetzley in second, Smirnov in third, and I believe Kader in fourth.
Yeah, we will have to look at the recording to determine which point we take the results from. It's very unfortunate, especially because there was a very nice battle there between Tomatoes, Toli, and to a lesser extent, Ikalowski. We'll just have to wait for the timer to run out. Okay, well, at least we do get the fastest lap, which was for Kader. So congratulations to Kader. That was a very nice race and fight. Sadly, it ended like this. Alright, we'll have to check the recording, but I believe at least the podium was Kiato, Kader in second, and Gwetzley in third.
I'm pretty sure Kader was in fourth because the rain had already started before the lag. So I think Kader will be finishing fourth. And it will be Gwetzley and Smirnov completing the podium.
Oh, I see. Okay. We'll have to confirm that. Anyway, this was JL Season 4 Round 2 in Portimão. And hopefully next time around we don't have a crash right in the last lap, which is kind of anticlimactic. Still, some great battles and some interesting strategy choices, and we'll see you next week.